The Bermuda National Athletics Association is proud to announce its partnership with Catlin, who are sponsoring the Catlin Bermuda National Athletics Championships. This event will take place June 12th and 13th at the National Sports Center. We will be bringing in some international athletes thanks to Catlin, and I will hand it over to Patrick Tannick to speak about this new partnership.
Yeah, prior to the combination of XL and Catlin, both organizations were already known for their strong track records of global corporate social responsibility, and specifically investing in the communities in which we operate. Youth development through sports and education has been an important part of our CSR efforts in Bermuda for many, many years. And now that we are XL Catlin, we will continue to drive positive change and lead by example. We believe there is a direct correlation between what it takes to succeed in life and what it takes to succeed in athletics. Both require dedication, determination, and discipline, and also hard work, perseverance, and self-belief. We also believe that the Bermuda National Athletics Association's important role in helping to develop some of Bermuda's most talented athletes epitomizes XL Catlin's core values, or as we refer to them internally, our commitments, which are make it better, be accountable, collaborate, and do what's right. Now, based on the performances of some of the young athletes who are coming through the BNAA's ranks, we are very optimistic about Bermuda's future in athletics and Bermuda generally, as we believe that many of these young people will go on to become leaders in their own right. Additionally, when we look at the composition of the board of directors of the Bermuda National Athletic Association, who are comprised of very many busy but accomplished people, we believe these guys are walking the walk in terms of giving freely of their time to enhance the lives of people in our community and also to ensure a bright future for many of our most talented athletes. For those reasons, we are proud to be the title sponsor of the Bermuda National Athletic Association's upcoming National Athletics Championship. We wish all the young people who are going to be competing in this event the best of luck over the two-day event. Thank you.
During the championships, we will be holding a corporate, services, and schools 4x100 meter relay on the Friday evening, plus all of the other track and field events. We already have teams signed up from Belco and the police and hope to have other services such as fire, regiment, and other teams to come on board. AIG have entered teams in the corporate section, and we hope other companies, especially XL Catlin, put in a team. We have invited all of the school teams who reached the finals, the top 8 in the Pacers Relay Classic, to participate in the 4x1 and 4x400 meter relay. The event gets underway Friday, June 12th at 6 o'clock and Saturday, June 13th at 3 o'clock. Several of our elite athletes and athletes in university will be returning home to compete against some international competition, and we will also have some international young athletes to compete against our up-and-coming youth. We are looking to have a great event that XL Catlin will be proud of. Registration forms can be picked up at Sports Sala and dropped off at the BNAA office and Sports Sala, and they can register online at www.headcountreg.com. There will be a charge at the gate of $5 for adults, under 12 $2, and under 2 free. We'll let Troy Douglas talk about the international athletes that we'll be bringing in.
Okay, we have an 800 meters men and 800 meters women. We're hopefully bringing in for the women, for Kairos graders, a young lady from the United States, from northern Illinois. I'm still in contact with our coach right now. The name is not guaranteed yet, but I should have information within the next 2 hours. She's a 2:01 800 meter runner, so we're really looking to pull the best out of Cairo in the championships. For the 800 meter men, we're bringing in 2 800 meter runners for Aaron Evans and Shaquille. Aaron Evans and Shaquille from the United States, and these 2 gentlemen are coming from the eastern seaboard of the United States. Dr. Evans has the name right now, and is left in the office, so excuse me for that. And we're having a female high jumper coming in from Canada. She's a 185 jumper, and she'll be jumping with Sakari Famous. And we also have a 100 meter runner coming in from Central Arizona with Kyle Webb, and he's a young kid from Barbados who studies with Kyle Webb, and he is also not only participating in the 100, but he'll be participating in the long jump for Bruce DeGuilla, and triple jump for Ethan Phillips. So it's the best we've done up to this moment. With the help of our sponsors. That we've been running around like chickens with our heads cut off, but it's very organized to say. I'm sorry I don't have the names for you right now, but I hope to have the names for you by the end of the business day tomorrow, that you can probably print them and give the viewing public a broader perspective on what we'll be presenting to them on those 2 days of our national championships.
Yes, a good start for Tyrone. Unfortunately, we were not able to get Tyrone to come home. He has a meet scheduled in Europe that same weekend. So he sent us an email. As soon as we sent an email to him, apologizing and asking us if we would allow him to compete in the meet in Europe. So we gave him the go ahead. We didn't do it willingly, but we gave him the go ahead.
This is.
Shai is competing in HAP, so it's difficult for us to get someone here for heptathlon over the 2 days, so she's decided again to stay in France.
Well, also, if you look at heptathlon, it's similar to a marathon. You have to be very careful on how you choose your competition before a tournament. And that was one of the mistakes we made last year. I would say we, because I consider myself a part of our coaching staff, even though she trains and lives in France. She had 5 competitions prior, 4 heptathlons prior to Commonwealth. That means Commonwealth was her 5th, and she had her 4th one 2 weeks before Commonwealth, and she had not fully recovered. So this time we ran over her schedule, and she has a complete month break, and she's been working on her better events. That is the hurdles, the 200. She ran a 400-meter hurdles the other day. And she's feeling very, very, very positive and optimistic about this tournament. So I hope she comes in better prepared, better rested, and prepared to knock out a good heptathlon. Trey Houston has decided to follow his coach to St. Kitts. It was a difficult decision for us to accept, but we're still struggling with it. But at the same time, it's the athlete's decision, and you have to respect that. No, he's not coming because he's recovering from a slight injury, and it's better that he spends more time with his coach at this moment in time, because his coach also has a good physio team surrounded by him. So if he can travel with his coach to St. Kitts, do the championships there, and maybe go over to Trinidad, do their championships, and then hopefully come home and prepare for the Pan American Games.
And I think, too, part of our concentration and focus this year is our youth athletes. You know, we've got Kyra, we've got Janai, we've got Sakari, famous. All of those, well, not all of this, but some of those are looking to go to university in September. So I think our focus in the BNAA is kind of gearing towards our youth athletes more than our elite athletes, because most of them are in the States already. They're part of clubs, so on and so forth. So we kind of let them take the lead. We would love to have them home, of course, for our championships. But right now, I think our focus right now is on our youth program and see if we can start developing them and get them to a place where the next Olympics, not 2016, but the next Olympics after 2020, we have them prepared and we're able to have a viable team to compete for Bermuda. Yeah, it's difficult, but most of the islands have their championships around the same time. We basically have to submit these dates to the IAAF, and they have to be between a certain period. So we're not able to adjust them. Once we've sent to the IAAF, these are the dates of our championships. We have to stick with those dates, and if someone else comes up with another meet, we can't make those adjustments, because we would have looked at possibly making it a week late or something to get Tyrone here or Trey here, but we can't make that adjustment. And also, as you know, the European circuit has started, and that doesn't finish until, really, it doesn't finish until September. So we kind of try to work around it, but sometimes meets are coming up, on a pretty regular basis.
I think it's unfortunate. To add to that is, our championships fall in the same weekend as the United States and Jamaica and other countries, and that is the same weekend that Europe has its Europa Cup has its break in the Grand Prix circuit. So it's better to take it during that break, or if we try to do it late July, August.
That's too late.
But it's too late that time because we still have to have our entries in for the qualifications of the World Championships at a date sometime in July. So, excuse me, it works out in hand for us to have our championships at the same weekend as the Jamaica or the United States of America, so that our athletes who do get a chance to compete in Europe can choose that tournament at that time, if you understand what I mean.
I do.
We had a conversation with the National Sports Center staff months ago when the date was announced for the World Cup, and they advised us that they approved us having the championships the Friday night and the Saturday because the football is on the Monday. And so that's why we're having the championships at 3 o'clock on the Saturday, because we have to be out of the stadium in a certain amount of time. So, no, we've agreed everything with the National Sports Center staff, so we're good.
Only,
Yeah.